night to see if he was barefoot. Is that still the case? Is he barefoot? Because I know on Facebook somebody posted a picture of these could be his shoes, or is that so he is presumed to be barefoot at this point?
What I can say is that his mom says all of his shoes are accounted for at the house. I'm not going to say that he's barefoot.
All right.
Allegedly!
Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Lady Freedom here coming at you with another raw narrative. Here's a brief disclaimer for tonight's show. Let's watch.
That's ignorant! Allegedly, that's ignorant! Ignorant.
Judgment, Austin.
Chloe, you read my thoughts. You've got the shinin.
You mean shining?
Shh! You wanna get sued?
Judgment, Austin.
You just use that shin of yours to call me and I'll come a running. But don't be reading my mind between 4 and 5. That's Willie time.
Hey, yo, father. I love it when he does that.
Let's watch.
Don't get me back to good bullshit.
Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Lady Freedom here coming at you with another raw narrative, and it's so good to see all of you guys today. And I saw a lot of you guys last night, so thank you so much for joining in on the conversation with Jay and Kiki over at Crime Time Buzz. It was a great show, guys. It really was. I enjoyed myself. I enjoyed listening to Jay present, even though she was asking us if we wanted to, but she just does such a good job, and I really enjoyed chiming in with her. So definitely go check it out. Dawn Emery, good to see you. Thank you for hitting the like button. You guys are so awesome. Thank you so much. And also Pitter Patter, nice to see you. Hello from California. I hope we can find Sebastian too. Thank you. And everybody from all of the different states, just, you guys warm my heart. Just, you really do. GA64, good to see you. I also see Linda Nunley. Good to see you, Linda Nunley. Oh, I lost my mouse there for a second. There we go. And good to see you, Denise Harris, as well. Cinderella, good to see you. Also, Lisa B. Always, thank you so much for hitting the like button. Like I said, you guys are amazing. And Show Poodles, good to see you, Show Poodles. And Denise, I did love seeing you in BHB. She called me out of the bushes. She caught me. I was drinking my coffee, and I'm like, okay, I need to get ready for the show. And so I stuck around because Betty, again, another woman who's so strong, does very well at what she does, just so well at what she does. So, and really interesting topics and conversation for the FBI in terms of the FBI. And I want to kind of touch on a couple of really good points she made a little bit as we go along here, because I do have a clip from the news. Channel 5 put out just a clip here lately, and I wanted to show it to you guys. I think it's, let me check to see. It looks like I shared it 14 minutes. Okay, so it's 17 hours ago. 17 hours ago, they do a 2-minute piece, right? 2 minutes and 13 seconds to be exact, piece on Sebastian Rogers and the FBI chiming in, which, again, Betty brings up a really good point that there was only a small portion that the FBI agent actually wrote in there. Everything else was Brandon Carter. And I mean, I know we went over it, and, I was hollering and all that, and look, 14, and look, Brandon Carter, look, he's the one that said it. Look what Eric Craddock said. We went over it. But I mean, I just have to circle back to that because it's true. It is very true. We're seeing comments from Sumner County. We're seeing comments from the TBI, but we're not really seeing anything but question marks and side-eyeing of Katie, in my opinion, from the FBI. And, I was hard on them. I said, you need to get the question mark figured out. There's no two ways about it. There's no reason for this. Hey, Eric with an H. We also talked about, Eric, last night, the tender years policy. And so I think that really is a big game changer and something that really consider, but something that probably Seth needs to do in terms of like filling out an application from everything that I've looked at. So I'm going to send it over to wearesebastiansarmy@gmail.com. That's Seth's email, and, see what we could get rolling, hopefully. There was another, I guess, silver lining that we talked about last night, that there is, through the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, an area where if you suspect there's corruption, people could call in and notify them of the corruption. So I think that may be in order here. I hate to say that. That's not something that I enjoy as a topic of conversation. As a matter of fact, I really like to glorify officers as much as I can, because I know that they're human, but they're also out there doing, the best that they can do, right? If they are, in fact, doing the best that they can do. If they're not, then we don't have a problem saying it here. And I never will have a problem saying that. Hey, Linda Hall, good to see you. Because it's not fair to the good officers. Hey, Bo, not fair to them. They don't like it. One person I will point to is Sheriff Grady Judd. He does not put up with that crap. He'll feed you what does he call it? A peanut butter and jelly at the county jail, he says. And I'm like, whoa, okay. Don't make Sheriff Grady mad, and especially don't disgrace his office, right? And that's what it's about. Hey, Sasha. Sasha says, I want us to put out only facts and be confident in Detective Carter. He's going to be taking a lot of things that need to be accurate. We also would not want to contribute to any reasonable doubt or continual change of venue. He's an excellent detective committed to this case and is only interested in solid information. Videos, anything that is real, as for Green Hoodie. Well, Sasha, I thought that too. I mean, you guys could watch my old videos. I did say that I'm glad that Brandon Carter was on it. He had made a statement. I believe it was through an email. Somebody had sent him an email, and he made a statement saying that he was working on the case, dedicated, yada, yada, yada. I believed him. Story of my life with guys. No, I'm just kidding. But I'm just saying, like, I mean, I really thought he was doing everything too, and now I'm not so sure. You know, he twists and turns, but I do like to know before I accuse people. Hey, Paige Turner, thanks for being here. Yeah, Paige, I did go over the FBI release too. So if you didn't get a chance to check it out, I know you were asking if I was going to do it. I'm just glad that I was in other people's chats, so I knew that it was released because I didn't know right off the bat. One thing I wanted to shout out to Clutch Thumb Pearls, Justin donated and I shared it on my channel. So let me show you guys this. This is really sweet. Here, what he did. Yeah, here it is. I wanted to make sure I shared it. Okay. Oh, there we go. I couldn't see it on my other screen. I was like, what is going on? Sorry, I was side-eyeing right there. All right, so certificate of a tree planting, a tree has been planted in honor of Renesmee Ann Utsi, and I didn't even know that was her middle name. So, little Renesmee, 2016 to 2025, with the deepest sympathy, and that's from Clutch Them Pearls channel on YouTube, September 8th, 2025. That is so sweet. That is just absolutely adorable for him to do that. And I was like, you have me in tears over here. In memory of Renesmee Utsi, as a community on this channel, we are more than just viewers and creators. We are people who come together when a child's voice has been silenced far too soon. And I can't read the rest, you guys. I'll start crying. I'm not even kidding you. Speaking of which, this is something that I want to share with you all. This is Seth's merch store, right? Can I do this without it being a butthead? Okay. Grab it. No, I don't want to download it. Oh my God. All right, sorry. You guys get to see me in action with tech. Okay, there we go. Hopefully this works and it's not 5 billion characters. Oh, no, it's 5 billion characters. Perfect. So either way, as you see on the screen, please go to Seth's channel, guys. And mods, if you're if you're better than me, I wanted to put it in there, but if you can get it, I would greatly appreciate you. Oh Lord, but this is so cool, guys. And please don't buy up all these bags because I need to get one before somebody buys it. But I know it might be a little blurry because it's a screenshot. Let me just go to Seth's page and share it. Here we go. This is way better. And maybe I could even, let me make it bigger. And this is what you'll see when you go, oh yeah, because I had it at 50% because I was trying to get it all in one thing so I could take a picture of it. That's what happened. Okay. But this is just so sweet. Dawn, thank you so much from the United Kingdom. I didn't know you were all the way in the United Kingdom, Dawn. But I pray for Sebastian, Wayne, Drake, Rogers every day. Thank you, Dawn. That's so sweet of you. I really appreciate you doing that. That's what we have to do that together, guys. That's the best thing that we could be doing. As far away as all of us are from each other. Oh, that's so sweet, Dawn. Let me go ahead and share this, guys. Let me remove mine and make my head really big, just right in your face. There we go. Yeah, this is the one I want to share. All right, this is way better. So now you'll see a little clearer picture. And here's the travel bag, right? I'll just do this so you can see it. Boom, there we go. That's way better. So it's so cute, but when you click onto it, please don't take me to a different window. There we go. Okay, like this is so cool. It says all of Sebastian's missing information on here. So when you're walking around, you can have it flip to that side. There's a QR code on it, right? But then look at that one on the back or the front, whatever. There's Sebastian. So, and I left Jay's channel in tears last night, and it wasn't because of anything that happened on the panel, except for me bringing this up and seeing it up and running. So, I mean, right there, guys, QR code. Now, that's a travel bag, $31. I'm going to turn back into a salesperson with the merch. But look at this. This is a water bottle of Sebastian, and it's the same flag that Seth just made up, right? $33. It is a little water bottle. This is really, really pretty. It's a windbreaker, white windbreaker. You have Sebastian right there on the front, like lapel part thing, right? Handsome male model for your viewing pleasure. And there you go. You got Sebastian on the back. And guys, people will come up to you and probably ask, like, who is that, and then you can tell them. But then there's also, like, a very wide range of sizes, also, like, little tiny bitty, XL, extra small ladies, men, to 3X. All right, and then these are the coolest. I really like this color, but there's 2 shades of green. A lime one. It says Sebastian's Army on the sleeve. But you can get, like, any color you want. Like purplish. I like that one too. Blue. I like blue. You could also get a black hoodie, which is very awesome too. I really like the black hoodies. But the green hoodie's kind of like symbolic of the case, right? So these come in all different sizes as well. I don't know if you see my mouse. Yeah. So, definitely go check this out, guys. $50. Look, QR code on the back for Sebastian. There's a reward, right? So, just amazing. And then there's a t-shirt. I'll just show you this t-shirt too. Comes in all the different colors, guys, too. Ooh, I like that shade of green. It's like mint. I like that one too. And black. And then there's a Sebastian flag. So really, really cute. He's adorable. QR code. We just got to find him, guys. We just got to find him. So this is will take you, if you go to Seth's channel, you click on the description. There's other links too if you want to help out with flyers and different things for Seth, right? Gas and stuff is expensive. So if you guys want to help out there, feel free to do that. But there's also the merch button. So if you would like to buy any of this, any of these Sebastian like t-shirts or the bag, like I said, the bag is a great idea. Just you're a walking billboard for Sebastian, and I want to definitely buy some of this stuff before Pig Fest. That way, we could be all decked out, and that's the best way to spread awareness, in my opinion. And, just go there and be cordial and adults. So, Cinderella, good to see you. Thank you for being here. I'm sorry if I'm missing anybody. Welcome in, everyone. Let's see. We got Town Chat Cafe. Good to see you, Town Chat. Thank you for hitting the like button. Eric, I tell people that I could just put an avatar up here and then I could just be folding laundry. You guys would never know. Oh, goodness, that's funny. If I was a better multitasker, that would be it. Sasha says, just the facts, ma'am. What can be absolutely proven or backed up by law enforcement? Integral video is that's just it. Well, and I agree, Sasha, and I do try to stick to the facts. I really do. It's been extremely difficult in this case, and I don't think that law enforcement would probably disagree with me on that. I think they probably would be like, well, we could agree on one thing, because like the parents have been very crazy in this case, right? Like just the ones that were last with Sebastian. Now, guys, I'm going to share this. I don't like sharing this, right? Because this is sickening to me. And I don't appreciate them doing this to Seth at all. Okay? You could say that, you know, whatever you like, whatever makes it make sense to you guys, you know, and everybody has their own opinion. But look, I don't like it. I think it's terrible. I think it's a really jerk move when we have Seth doing these things, right? Spreading awareness about his son in a beautiful way, and maybe the only way he can. And then we have this nonsense. Okay? And sorry, if you guys have to zoom in, please just zoom in. I said a disgrace to a missing child's case. And he calls himself a stepdad. And I vomited. I vomited right there. Right? And thank you for the likes. I mean, come on. Still missing, still laughing. 1-800-THE-LOST is the number for the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. You can also report corruption at that number. Just an FYI, it's serves many purposes, that organization does, in my opinion. Right? 1-800-CALL-FBI. $500,000 reward through Dog the Bounty Hunter and at night, right? 844 822-3236. I'm sorry. If I had to get really close like that, I need to. So it says stepdad on TV versus at night, right? These billboards are going to go into place, guys. Okay, this is part of the update, part of our True Crime Tuesday here. You know, this is Chris Proudfoot. Let me see. Can you see me do it? This is him right here. I know. It's kind of hard to tell. And honestly, I didn't want to show much of it, but now since they want to make a hoopla, I guess, you know, here we go. It's going to be outside the FBI field offices of their choice, from what I've heard. And we are going to be able to see the bowling alley video. And I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about the bowling alley video. If you didn't get a chance to catch Jay, Kiki, and myself last night, we talked about it. And I find it to be a very important detail that was completely missed, that once we get context and once we see the video, it will make more sense, I'm sure. I hope it leaves us feeling better than the FBI release. But what I will say is that I heard through the grapevine that this is being alleged as a 10-minute stop to Strike and Spare Bowling Alley, right? Let me pull up Strike and Spare Bowling Alley for us really quick here. Sorry, I should be more prepared. But I just want to show you guys what we're working with. Because, look, if Katie was just seen at Strike and Spare and went there to be known, right, that she was there, seen on camera, if you will, then, and she only stayed for 10 minutes, I would say, Houston, we have a problem. We have a problem. And, let me make sure. Okay. Yeah, it's called an amusement park because it has all kinds of different stuff. It reminds me of a, sort of like a Dave and Buster's kind of, right? We'll look at the pictures though. Let me get this down. Okay. Yay. All right, there we go. So welcome to Strike and Spare, Circus World, Conway's Bar and Grill. So yeah, like Dave and Buster's, right? I mean, that's what I'm thinking. If you guys have ever been to Dave and Buster's, it actually kind of looks like maybe where Sebastian had taken the picture where he's sitting in the Optimism t-shirt. I don't know. What do you guys think? There's a whole bunch of those tent looking things. First glance, I'd have to take a better look, but all right, let's just move on. We'll look at that again though. So it looks like they have like a jumper thing. I don't know what those are. Like kind of like arcade games like Chuck E. Cheese, or, you know, but maybe just geared more towards older kids. Claw machine, you know, Circus World. I'm sure they have little ones. There's the bowling part. Really nice place though. Looks like fun. Pool tables, right? Because there's a bar and grill. Ugh, guess you could have a beer and go on that thing. No, thank you. That's about it, folks. But, you know, I mean, it looks like a fun place. It looks like, you know, a place that, like, adults could enjoy and kids could enjoy. You know, like if you were to go bowling for a date night or something like that, you could do that. Or you could bring the kids with you and they could play this stuff, you know. But either way, that is the Strike and Spare. But she was there for 10 minutes. I mean, that looks like a place that, I mean, you could probably have like a time warp in that place, right? Just go in there because there's like so much to do. It looks like they have tons of food, especially if they have a bar and grill, Katie. So why'd you go to the Texas Roadhouse, Katie? Why are the investigators not asking her these questions? Or did they? Because I could spend 10 hours in this place, for real. This looks like fun. I wouldn't want to go on the jumping thing and all that. But, you know, whatever. Play the claw machine. Game of pool. I mean, look, there's everybody's eating. Can I get this off of there? I don't want that. But, you know, I mean, there's tons of places to eat. And then let's just revisit this really quick in case you guys want to, like, do a comparison or sleuth it. But, I mean, like, these really, really resemble what was in the back of the Optimism t-shirt in terms of the umbrellas. So, you know, we're just looking and observing. I believe they do too, Denise. The Utsi case isn't done yet. Lisa Bioli's, yes, that's right, isn't done yet. In my opinion, the little brother with zero body mass index. Oh my gosh, they need to charge them. Both of the parents need to be in a lot of trouble. It's absolutely sad for the mother, the biological mother, that is. I don't want to blame anybody. I just always want women to feel empowered to take care of their own babies and never give them to someone else. No one's going to love your babies like you do. And that's all I want to say about that. About the mother, that is. I don't want to shame her. I think it's bad enough. I hope maybe she can get her life together and for the 3 other little children, because that is so sad, Lisa B. Thank you for that update, because, you know, I have not been staying as up to date on that case, and I just think they all need to be charged for the hell they put the kids through. I mean, the investigators were crying when they found her because she had cigarette butts, burns, cigarette burns, everything horrible. Hey, Peggy. The white windbreaker is really, really cute, Lisa B. Always. I gotta see what kind of weather is typical for Tennessee at that time. Like, will I need a hoodie, or can I do a windbreaker? Do I just need to have both? just in case. I know, it's terrible, right? And Seth's probably like, oh yeah, all these ladies, they'll buy this stuff because we just can't help ourselves. Women love to shop. Denise said stupid vehicle claim is a lie. I agree. And see, Betty made a good point too. And I forget right away. I'm like, oh, they're just trying to keep everything from us, right? So a bit of paranoia on my part, not considering everything or remembering. But I think they might be. And again, I've said this like in terms of why they haven't cleared all three parents, right? Is because if they clear one, then the other two are going to know that they're suspects, right? So the law enforcement doesn't want to show everything that they have. And I understand that. And, I do have to keep that in mind. And I'm glad that I was watching Betty and got that reminder, because it's true. I mean, it could be something like that, right? Where they're coming out and saying, hey, this is what we're thinking, but it's really not what they're thinking, right? They're just trying to come up with something in order to keep what they have closer. So yes, Sasha, and I will pray that. I will pray that, Sasha. Sasha says, keep praying that Detective Carter is able to break this case wide open. I hope so, Sasha. And I will pray for Detective Carter. I will. I know. And because it's easy to jump and get upset, right? We're all very passionate about this case. And then we have all of these other emotions when we see Seth out there pleading for help, right? We see him doing everything he can. We see him trying to spread awareness, and then we go and we don't even want to see it. I didn't want to see it. Okay, I do not go. This sounds terrible. Like I go and watch for this stuff. I had no idea. I'm glad somebody made me aware of it. Don't get me wrong, but I was, I try to avoid these places, although you have to be aware. So it's a double-edged sword. It really is. Otherwise, you don't know. You're like the last one to know and process it. And I need time to process things like that. Like I thought it was well, I asked Betty, I said, have you ever can you recall a time where you have seen this behavior from a step parent in a missing child's case? Like, I remember Terry Horman. She was like that, right? She was kind of outrageous. Like when she went to Dr. Phil, right? We saw it a little bit in Summer Wells because we were talking about that. She said Summer Wells, too. Yeah, the Don. I mean, the shenanigans that they pulled online, right? But this is like very, very strange behavior. And I don't think that law enforcement thinks that it's funny. I would hope not. I've been wrong though. I just think to myself, they don't think this is funny. They're probably like, fuck me running. What are we dealing with now again? Like what? Thanks a lot. Like these idiots, right? Well, I don't know why they're mad at us. I would be so mad at Chris for doing that stupid stuff. Seth, I can understand being out there asking for his son. Like, it would make me feel guilty as all get out, even if I had nothing to do with it and I worked my ass off from the very beginning of the case and really put everything into it. I would still feel bad. Like, and I'd have to probably try to talk myself out of it because it isn't something for them to feel guilty for. But it's normal for Seth to feel that way. It's normal. We see it all the time with families. They're distraught. Some of them have great marriages and then they get divorced because the pain is too much, because the stress is too much, because all of these other outside entities that are coming in to help, or maybe they're not helping, right? Things like that, right? Everybody has good intentions. We know how sometimes that ends. It's a very tough case. It's a very, I mean, we can cut the tension with a knife. They bought a $500 lizard. dinosaur town chat. I mean, I'm wondering, it had to have been a freaking dinosaur. I hope it was from the prehistoric era at the very least if it cost $500. You know, that's my thing. I've never bought a pet that was that much. But if it was, it might be like a horse or something. But a lizard? Weird. But I do like lizards. We have tons of lizards here, guys, by the way. Like the little tiny ones though, they're fast. You can't hardly catch those. You got to catch. I can catch them a big gator. The windbreaker is so cute. Show poodles. It is. It is. All of it's really neat. And then it says Sebastian's Army on the side of the. I thought that was really cool because I was like, what does it say on the side? I hope so, Sasha. We're all about to find out because I want to know who this vehicle is, why its lights are off, and if the vehicle is integral and the video of the bedroom light. It's a must. Yeah, I mean, I would like to know too. Now, there's also, hey, Holly S. Also, when it comes to the Texas Roadhouse footage, there's a questionable video. I've been hesitant to show it, but I think we might just take a look at it. I mean, it can't hurt anything for us to look at it. My thing is I usually like to speak to who anything that I share when it comes to that video. Thank you, Denise. And so we might do that. The green hoodie is so cute, isn't it, Linda Hall? I know. All of it is so great. Like, all of it is so great. Everything that Seth is doing is advocating for Sebastian, and I'm just so glad that he is. You know, I'm very glad that he is. I'm so glad that Seth is doing this. This is a great way for Sebastian to be seen. I do, however, in my opinion, he should have it say, have you seen me? Call the FBI on it. Well, it does have the FBI poster, I do believe. And then there's a QR code that you can scan. Hold on a second. Let me pull it up. It is a great way, though, to spread awareness. Ooh, Alexi Treviso's case, too. If you guys want me to cover that one, I will. I mean, I already watch about her case, but there is a lot to that, in my opinion. Yeah, see, there's the QR codes. If you hover over, guys, I was trying to show, I'm sorry if I didn't do a great job of showing, but like if you hover over the photo, you can kind of see it up close when you click into it, right? And it says the FBI is offering a reward, right? And then also it says the lost. If you have a sighting, there's a QR code. Yeah, 2 QR codes. Yeah. So, give me 1 second. Let me just share this. Here we go. All right, so see, there's one. Oh, I tried to do the QR. Oh, there we go. See, there's one that's like a greenish, and one that's black. But yeah, and they're really cute, guys. I mean, just, and of course, when you're out and about, people will see this and say, "Oh my gosh, she's missing," right? You know. Mom and Up used to have a tote bag. She said that she'd carry around, and she said that people would ask her all the time. That's how I know about the bags working. So, but very cute. I mean, my bag is much bigger than this one. I'm gonna have to majorly downsize, but I'm willing to do that. guys should see the bag that I carry around. It's hilarious. It's not like overfilled or anything like that. It's just big. Yep. But there's the green hoodie you guys are talking about. And then here's the back to Town Chat. See, you have to go, like, you have to click into each little photo thing. See, look, there's also that. And I mean, it's got all of the up-to-date photos of them. So, and comes in lots of colors. Black, which is really, really nice. I like that one. Here's like a blue, like a sea blue. Sky blue. Orange, which is pretty neat there. Pink. A lime green option. That one's cool too. I like that purple one there. Red, bright red hoodie if you like red. But I don't know. I like the forest green one. It is, you know, very Sebastian's Army. I like it. And then this is the windbreaker you guys keep talking about too. So, and I mean, this guy makes it look really cool too. But then there's Sebastian again back there. Oh, and there's a QR code. See there too. Town Chat. So that way it'll take you right there. And guys, I love how they have all the different sizes too, because that's always nice. So for anybody that wants to buy one, even if you're really, really teeny tiny or really big or whatever in between, it's perfect. So. Alrighty. So let's get into this news stuff. Here we go. All right. Okay, and this is full credit to News Channel 5 here. See, that one gives me a copy of the link. Just because I don't think News Channel 5, I don't know, one of those, I don't think it's 2, but one of those, I don't know that they like me very much. Put that down there. Just as a precaution. Hey, Nano, good to see you. Hey, YouTuber. Good to see you guys. Hey, Ann Reynolds. Ann Reynolds says, I want one of those t-shirts. I know, right? And they're all different colors, guys. It's so cool. I think that is so cool. You know, those are positive things. That's what we expect to see out of a parent, right? Social butterfly. Otherwise, I can't really call you a parent, you know? Oh my gosh. Nano, I couldn't believe it. I was like, I don't want to watch this stuff. And then here I am watching it. And I'm like, but I didn't play it. But I will show that picture. But yeah, he looks like a douchebag that he is. Hey, Blessed. Good to see you. Oh, thank you. Thanks, guys. I'm sorry if I'm a little bit behind in chat. Yeah, T-Bone, good to see you. So only 10 minutes. Only 10 minutes in the store. Excuse me, in the amusement parks strike-ins fair. So they must have gone there and they found out that the leagues were playing, and then but see, my way of thinking is, okay, so my way of thinking is, thanks for bringing us back to that. If Katie and Sebastian, okay, so their day was supposed to be like this, right? Spaghetti, pancakes in the morning. They wake up for breakfast. They talk to family on the phone to brag, right? They go and they pick up their niece, Esther. and they bring her up to BJ's. They meet her mom up there because that was, where mom was. And so they all meet up there. They go shopping for a little while. Sebastian has a colossal popcorn, which they don't even have a colossal popcorn, but that's besides the point. And then, because she might have just been saying a big popcorn. But either way, then they head out to the house to put the snacks away. And then they go to Strike and Spare is the story, right? So, but if they went to the Strike and Spare and they left it after 10 minutes of being there, where did they go after that? Right? Did they go to another arcade? Or did they go there 10 minutes before they went to the Texas Roadhouse and then go to the Texas Roadhouse? See what I'm saying? It's a major detail in Katie's story that has changed multiple times. I mean, guys, I've showed all of her telling her story over and over, really. So it's very disheartening. Every time we've listened to Katie's story, she adds new details. She even added new details when it came to the Dateline NBC piece that they wrote, which is completely out of format. I just always have to say that. And she tells everybody that she went in to see if Sebastian was in his bed, and he wasn't there. He usually will look at her, but he wasn't there to look, and that's when she noticed he was gone, so she went to his bathroom and looked for him. Again, that's completely foreign to anything that we've heard. And if I was a police officer, I would be all over her like flies on shit. All right, Social Butterfly, good to see you. Chris is trying to get attention again, that's all. Well, I think he was feeling a little left out. I do, Social Butterfly. I do. I think he was feeling left out and lonely, so he had to make another appearance. Canadian True Crime 2024, good afternoon. Thank you for being here. Is which one real, Mimi Ma? It's terrible. It's terrible. No, that was really Chris outside in the cowboy hat. With, I guess it was a pillow shoved in his shirt. Or maybe it was blankets rolled up. I have no idea. I didn't examine it. I think he looked like an absolute mess. An absolute mess. I sort of think she may have been looking for a man or something, in my opinion. It was for her. Kind of like her search. That's interesting, Holly asks. Yeah, Paige, they said they played games at the arcade because League was going on. And, I had always said, look, League is every single, week at the same time. So Sunday must be League night for them. They don't change it up now because they have other leagues too. They have like little kid leagues. I talked about it. My daughter was involved in one. We had a lot of fun. That was actually really fun because I would meet up with the other moms and then we did eat there. Like whenever she had the little bowling night, we ate at the bowling alley. Not the healthiest, but we did it. IML says, wonder if she picked something up or if she went to the bathroom. Something shady, in my opinion. Yeah, we were talking about the bathroom too. I think everybody at the Texas Roadhouse needs to be looked at again and again and analyzed, focus on one person and watch their actions because, there's too many weird characters, and being somebody that's worked at a lot of different restaurants, nicer restaurants, even more high end than the Texas Roadhouse, you don't have random people doing that. Fast food restaurants, sure. There's been times where I've been on the road and we hit a McDonald's, right? The first thing you do is run and use the bathroom, wash your hands, and, you're ready to eat. But it's like, you don't see that. I would never stop at a Texas Roadhouse just to go in and stop and use the bathroom, ever. Never. And don't forget, Mr. and Mrs. E had showed us around the Texas Roadhouse. It's all fenced in, right? Like there's a Fairfield Inn. Yes, Fairfield Inn. There's some doctor's offices, right? A lot of the locals have come in and told us kind of, what the area is like. So I really appreciate that. it's not a place where you would do that. Also, there was a Starbucks, right? There was other options. So I'm just saying I would use the bathroom at a Starbucks before I would go into a busy Texas Roadhouse on a Sunday night during dinner hour. Yeah, I would never do that. You know, I mean, and Green Hoodie looks like a character that we're going to talk about, but I want to wait for the live that we have planned. So, in my opinion, wonder if she picked something up or if she went to the bathroom with somebody shady. Sorry, I already read that one. I mean, it all just depends. And I mean, I just think we need to examine it again. Look, we all watched that footage and examined, everything about the Green Hoodie. And then we failed to kind of keep watching Katie and what her actions were. And then it was Chris from Mob Crew that noticed the earbuds, right? And all of us, we didn't notice the earbuds. It was a while before we did. Thank you, Lori, for being here and hitting the like button. So good to see you. Oh, Sweetie. Thank you so much, Sweetie, for your super chat. Thank you for doing all you do for Sebastian. You are awesome. Thank you, Sweetie. That's so kind of you. Wow, girl. Thank you. Aw. In my opinion, Anne meant to be texting. I've done that. Oh, sorry. You guys are talking. Aw, thank you, Holly S. I love doing it. You guys are awesome. And you guys are always here giving me ideas about what you guys think. I love bouncing ideas off you guys. I really couldn't do it without you. So thank you, Holly S, for the $3.99. And then guys, everything that I will get, right? And I might do like a little fundraiser day. I need to figure out what everything is going to cost, right? But I want to document the trip that I do to the Pig Fest, right? So I'm going to put that right towards all of that, right? And I'll go cheap. I'll just bring some snacks and probably a 6-pack of the double shots of espresso, like in the little cans. They have the caramel ones. Yep. I'll just do that and drive. I'll have deja vu, but I'm going the opposite direction this year because last year I was coming right through there just to get here. So it's kind of funny. When I seen Lady, she reminded me of Addams Family Morticia. Social butterfly. That's so cute. I dye my hair really, really dark. Like really, really dark so I can see that. Oh boy, you should have seen me when I worked at the heavy metal bar. Now that was a sight. Anne says, okay, I'll do that. And I mean, after Lady Freedom gets off. Oh, no worries, Anne. You don't have to. Leslie keeping it real. Hello, good to see you. Bliss Blessings, good to see you. Welcome in, guys. Stephanie Williams. Sorry, I'm a little bit behind in the chat. You guys know how I am. Wait, what? Good to see you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Wait, what? I had a blast. Like, I really did. That was fun. To be on panel. I really enjoyed myself when I was up with Jen. I've been mixing those two up. It's just crazy. But and Leanne from MMO Tarot. I enjoyed being up on their panel too. The subject wasn't as great, but if you guys watch that one, hey Poppy Love. But no, I do. I really enjoy getting up and collaborating. I think if we all get our notes together and start kind of comparing and stuff, we can really see what we can come up with. And I hope that, maybe somebody will be watching that understands more than we do. I mean, and I'm even talking about law enforcement. I know, Holly S. I was thinking that too. The reptile supplies are high dollar because it depends on like what kind of lamps they need. Look, my brother is a lizard person. He had bearded dragons. He probably still does. I don't know. But I do know that he had to have like a great big tank and all this stuff and the lights plus the electricity bill goes up. Very high maintenance. Yeah, because you're taking an animal that doesn't typically live in a, climate where it's, controlled to 70 and, expecting them to survive in there. I just hope the darn thing, I mean, I'm just gonna say what Katie said. She said we had a bearded lizard. It died. Or I think that was Chris. He said that. He said we had a bearded lizard. It died. His exact words. I'm like, okay, well, 500 would pay for tons of flyers, Mimima, and also, it's just, especially what I believe it was Jay that was saying that last night. After taking all of his animals away from him, for them to go buy a $500 lizard it's just distasteful, right? It's not very nice at all. We see it and we're like, oh my gosh, especially when we know the case so well. It is odd. It is odd. I don't know who they bought it for. You have green, black, and blue lizards. That's so cool, Sasha. We have the great big ones too. Yes, Liam King, or excuse me, I believe Liam King. That's right. I think. I'm sorry. I just saw his flyer, guys. What was it, yesterday? But they did find him in the pond. So, really, really sad, guys. Really, really sad. Right? Lisa B always says she says show it. Supposedly the Texas Roadhouse, not a factor, allegedly. Well, I mean, that was one thing they did at Debunked, but I'm trying to keep my mouth shut over here so they don't come out. Oh no, we're debunking the Texas Roadhouse too. It's like, don't you dare take all of our evidence, is how I feel, I mean, I'm just as passionate, but I agree, Lisa. Absolutely. Oh, Cinderella, you do have a bearded dragon. I was trying to think of who has one. They're so cool. Like, they are really cool animals. And they're like, they have like mates too, right? Like, if you get two of them, they'll do like a mating dance. It's so cute. I hope so, Sasha. Sasha says, we are about to find out. Carter is not playing around. Now Green Hoodie was just passing by, so she has been seen prior by one worker, apparently not by another. It's not the focus, the vehicle is. Oh, very interesting. You mean Katie's vehicle? I always call it a van. It's an Infinity SUV. Bliss Blessing says, it's so odd that some characters and subs are giving hell about those two. It's truly sad. Oh, really? I didn't know anybody's getting... Aww. I didn't know anything like that. That's too bad, Bliss. Oh my goodness. Lori says her cute little schnauzer was 500. I'll tell you, I probably would. I know dogs are, but see, dogs are so different. I don't know. Dogs are different. So are cats. Because I want a Maine Coon, Lori, because you made me think of that. And I think those are really expensive. Last time I checked. Especially if I want a kitten. But I mean, they get huge, so I think I probably should raise it from a kitten. Probably be better off. Oh no, your keyboard broke. I'm sorry, Cinderella. It's legit, and making sure we are producing integral information if we want to be acknowledged. Yeah, no, I agree with you, Sasha. I agree with you. I am trying really hard with that. And to not, it's very difficult to not be passionate about Sebastian's case. It's very, very difficult for me. It's very difficult for me not to get emotional. Diane, good to see you. And I know that I need to think with my brain more than my heart. That's a tough lesson learned in life in general for me. But I am emotionally involved in Sebastian's case. I know that. But I see what you're saying. I do understand what you're saying. I do. Because I feel like that even going to Pigfest, I don't want to... I'm not there to stir the pot, right? I just want to bring awareness and say hello to people and shake their hand and talk to them, right? And enjoy the, the festivities as well. But but also to spread awareness. So I understand where you're coming from. Town Chat says, if Seth would have allowed me, I would love to help with some designs for him to use on the merch. I would most definitely do it for free. Also, if you could ask if he wants to put that website on online mall website, it would be another way I can donate but not charge him. Oh, okay, Town Chat. I'll let him know. If you want to email Seth, you can email him to wearesebastiansarmy@gmail.com, but it's like mine, no apostrophe. No apostrophe. Sasha says, if that vehicle video is legit, I hope it is, and we are not wasting law enforcement's time when they are willing to look at everything. Yeah, I mean, I think they need to look at everything again. I think it's a fresh set of eyes is so good, you know? Hey, KJ Matt, good to see you. You want the purple one, Anne? I think that purple one is nice. Are you talking about the hoodie? Hey, Seclusion Works. Bonjour. Good to see you, friend. Thank you, Social Butterfly. Oh, good. I'm glad you're here, Seclusion Works. You're not late. We're just shooting the shit about Sebastian's case. No twists and turns, no bracelets, no bracelets. But I don't know if he's gonna add stuff, you know what I mean? Yeah. Hell yes. Oh, Nano says I agree. Town Chat. Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, you know, guys, it's so hard to fit everything on the t-shirt. I've got to go to the code and see. Yeah, Seclusion Works says, lady, I've been thinking they made another stop somewhere between the Texas Roadhouse and the bowling center. I know. I'm thinking the same thing too, Seclusion Works, because of that 10 minutes. I'm like, when did this 10 minutes occur? You know, I suppose something good would be to look up the distance. I don't have the maps on here. I'm terrible with maps, guys. But I don't have the maps on here. I'll have to pull it up. But I want to see how far away Strike and Spear is to the Roadhouse. Like, is it, you know, reasonably close? Roadhouse. Oh, it's 9 minutes away. And you just take Old Shackle Island Road, which Chris has talked about Old Shackle Island and New Shackle Island roads. Yeah, let me share this. That's weird though, you know, 10 minutes, 9 minutes. I hope we see the whole 10-minute video. Now I'm going to be very greedy. Give me an inch. I want a whole mile. But it would be nice to see all of it from start to finish, raw video. See, like I said, they give me something, I want more. All right, look. Let me do this. See if we can blow it up. Boop. Oh, that's better. So that's about it. So from there to there. Now I don't know how far away would it be the aunt's friend, right? Melissa's friend, or wherever her daughter was. I don't know if they were hanging out. Remember, because we knew that there was some time period where they were hanging out at that house, but we didn't know how much, you know, or how long that they had stayed, how much time they spent. Me too, Holly S. There we go. Holly S. says I would really like to know more information about her friend that came for a visit. Me too. I know, town chat. Trust me. I believe, in my opinion, Seth definitely knows that, you know, legal action may be required. That's just my opinion. Michelle says, hey, y'all, in my opinion, bang noise isn't like a thud. I know, Michelle, exactly. And yet, she didn't go see what the hell happened. I know. I know. And did she call it a bang to Carter? You know? Did she say, Detective Carter, I heard a bang in Sebastian's room and I told him to go to sleep because he's got to get up early for school in the morning? And Detective Carter said, okay, and he wrote that down on his notepad? You know, I'm just asking. I'm not trying to be rude. Our timeline starts later in the evening. Let's start there. Well, I mean, I wonder if he made it home, Sasha. What do you think? Do you think that Sebastian made it home? Hey, Bling and BZ, good to see you. Dude wipes. Hi, IML. Oh yeah, guys, I am working on something for you with the dude wipes. I found them. I found the guys. They are from Chicago, Illinois, of all places, and they won Shark Tank. And Mark Cuban is the one that they decided to go with as an investor. So I found the episode. I just have to transform it. I also found dude wipes at my local Walmart, and I took a picture of them so you guys can see them. And I watched a podcast, Rabbit Hole, and I watched a podcast with those guys. Seclusion Work says the question is there another arcade in Hendersonville? That's what I was wondering too, Seclusion. Let's take a look and see. Because, you know, I was thinking that too, right? Like, maybe they were bummed out, right, that they couldn't bowl. And so they went someplace else, you know, before the Texas Roadhouse. That's why I'm saying we'll get more context, because if they show up, say, at the bowling alley at 4:00, right? Let's just hypothetically speaking, say they show up at the bowling alley at 4:00. They only spend 10 minutes in there because they realize, hey, we can't bowl. And then they decide to go like 10 minutes down the road or however long away to the next arcade or something. Maybe Sebastian's upset about bowling. And so, and I think another good question would be, is there another bowling alley in town? Because if he had his heart set on bowling, maybe, that upset him, right? But then now if we see Katie just going there 10 minutes before they go to the Roadhouse, and then that means that she was trying to be caught on camera, in my opinion. That's just where my brain is going with the 10-minute deal. Let me see if I could. I'll type in arcades in Hendersonville. Tennessee. Oh, well, first thing spell it arcade, right? Okay, there we go. Hendersonville Strike and Spare. We have Holder Family Fun Center, right? Chuck E. Cheese. Dave and Buster's. Oh, they do have Dave and Buster's in Nashville. Hendersonville Big Play Entertainment Center, Hendersonville. Chuck E. Cheese is in Gallatin, and I think Sebastian was too mature for that place, because it's really geared more towards little ones, in my opinion. So there's two other possibilities within Hendersonville. So let me do this. Holder Family Fun Center. I mean, that's a huge piece of the puzzle missing then, though, too. And you would think she'd want us to see her over there and tell us about it, right? Like, that's what I would be doing, guys. I would be like, look, I was here, I did this, you know. I'd be telling everything, you know, like everything. I really would be. I would try to help as much as I can. That's what's frustrating about Katie. She's so quiet. And maybe she's not like that with law enforcement. I don't know. But I'm wondering. And then strike. Sorry, strike and spare. Ah, there we go. 2 strike and spare. No, I want to know how long. Oh, I guess Bing has the map thing too. Okay, I didn't know. All right. Directions to Holder. Family fun. Oh, there we go. No, oh crap, not that one. Not New Hampshire. What? Are you kidding me right now? There we go. I was like, it should be in my history. I just did it. No, I don't want to go from there to there. All right. Oh, that's 21 minutes away. From Strike and Spare to Holder. Oh, wait, no, 7 minutes? Wait. Oh, that's walking distance. Holder. Okay. Yeah, so car distance 1.1 mile via Old Shackle Island Road. So it's also near Old Shackle Island Road. Bear with me here. So there we go. And then the other one, I was him-hawing around so much I forgot what it was called. No, not Holder. Arcades. Okay, here we go. Big Play Entertainment. All right, Strike and Spare to Big Play Entertainment would be. Oh, it looks like they're the same place, just different. Well, duh, Trish. There we go. Okay. All right. It's the same. It's the same place. It looks like, guys. That's what I'm guessing. Oh, I think you know what. Hold on. Let me see. Bear with me here. Oh, okay. Thank you to the person who sent me the email. Thank you. Okay. So yeah, so it used to be another bowling alley like like the Strike and Spare called Holder Family Fun, but but it's gone from the tornado. Okay. Thank you to who sent that to me. That's so kind of you because I'm like, oh, well, it's bringing me to the same place. Thank you. And then me with tech, I'm like, is this going to work? Is this going to work? Okay. All right, guys. So here is, I'm going to go off here and show you guys this news clip. And I'll kind of pop in here as we go.
How can a teenager disappear without a trace? It is a question that has baffled the most seasoned of investigators for a year and a half. That's how long it's been since Sebastian Rogers vanished from his Hendersonville home. Nick Barris tells us in that time, the FBI has been able to disprove two theories.
So many have closely followed this case and continue to ask and hope for updates. The FBI just issued a full synopsis of where things stand today. Sebastian Rogers disappeared from his Hendersonville home on February 26, 2024. The 15-year-old with autism did not take any clothes, shoes, money, food, or his cell phone. His mother only reported a small yellow flashlight was missing. A massive search, including TBI and Sumner County Sheriff's investigators, covered a 4.5-mile radius around Sebastian's home. That's roughly 44,000 acres, and no sign of the teen.
This is the system that we use to track all of our searchers.
The FBI says agents have now followed through every one of the hundreds of tips. However, they have yet to produce any solid leads. Several months have indeed passed, but Sheriff Eric Craddock has said,
It's not a cold case. It's an active and ongoing investigation.
the FBI now does disprove two theories. One involving security video, which I obtained early in the investigation, showing what appeared to be lights outside Sebastian's home the night he disappeared. Agents say the dark sky and camera angle combined had distorted the security footage, and lights were actually from a truck away from the home. They have also now debunked a theory that a person in a green hoodie spotted near Sebastian at a restaurant before he disappeared was in any way involved. The Amber Alert for Sebastian does remain active, and the FBI is offering $50,000 for any information that leads to his whereabouts. They do encourage the public to continue to call in tips to 1-800-TBI-FIND. Nick Barris, News Channel 5.
Nick, thank you. And when he disappeared, Sebastian was 5 feet, 5 inches tall. He weighed about 115 pounds. He has brown hair and eyes that look hazel or brown.
Okay, guys, so just wanted to pop in with that. And again, you know, those umbrellas look really, really similar to the ones that were in the picture. Is there any chance they were at the Strike and Spare on Saturday or any, well, I mean, they could have been there any other time. I don't even know. I've always thought this picture wasn't from the day before anyway. I love succulent Cinderella. Hey, Teresa Stott, good to see you. I have 3 bearded dragons, Dobby, Oscar, and Sydney. Oh, how cute. Do they all dance? Do they all do the dance together? I'm sorry, I'm so behind on the, I'm sorry, behind on the chat. Nano says, Lordy, I would be afraid to go. My Medea would come out if I even saw one of them. Nano, I'd hold you back. I'd hold you back. I know. I have that feeling too, but I also am like, okay, let's, I talk myself down off the ledge all the time. As much as I would love to go to Pig Fest, it's too long of a drive. It's quite the drive for a lot of people, Linda. No, and I mean, I think it's great just to even, while people are there that day, just go on social media and share out Sebastian's flyer. That would be a great way to help out, because I know, I mean, we all want to be there to help. I know. I've emailed him in the past, but he didn't get a reply. Okay, well, I know. Oh, man. Well, you know how bad I am with emails, Town Chat. But yeah, maybe try, maybe if you put like merch in the subject line, maybe he could bring his merch to the Pig Fest and sell it to a lot of people. They're having Sebastian t-shirts on or something. Yeah, I wish he could. All the vendors are closed up, unfortunately. Hey, Magic Star. Hey, Perfectly Imperfect Boy Mom. I'm so glad you're here. Lori, I do too. It is his son too. And they would hate someone acting like this if they did this for their missing child. Well, and that's it, Bliss. I think that's the biggest thing. That's the biggest thing, you know? It's just the way it's being handled, in my opinion, mishandled. I just expected something a little bit different. I understand the tensions are high. I get it. I can feel it through the, YouTube verse. But seclusion works. Thank you so much. And also I want to check on that one, the strip. I saw your comment. That's interesting as well. So let's look at the strip in Hendersonville. Oh, Tennessee. I misspelled. Uh-oh. Well, I'm glad I wasn't sharing my screen that time. It says the top 10 best strip clubs in Tennessee. Whoopsie. All right, let's see. The Rudder. The strip. No, I need the strip, but not strip club. The strip. Okay. Top 15 things to do in Hendersonville. That's a little bit more what I'm looking at. Is it in Hendersonville though? Where did this bring me to? Very interesting. Oh, Social Butterfly. Let me take a look. Because I did answer a few emails back yesterday, but I don't remember seeing that one. The one at the Texas Roadhouse with the bushes, SI. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Social Butterfly. KP never did say he stopped off at the friend's house. They told us she stopped by. Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. Like, maybe did they decide to go back over to the friend's house or something? Like, and kind of chill while they worked up an appetite? I don't know. Like, that place looks so fun. Like, there's so much to do there. That, like, just because you couldn't do one activity doesn't ruin the whole, like, trip, right? That's just my thing. Oh, thank you, Perfectly Imperfect Boy Mom. Seth has bracelets in person. I think he said it costs more to ship the bracelets than they actually cost. Yeah, I've heard the same thing. That's why he doesn't mail them. Well, then also, too, he was getting, and this might not be part of his reasoning. I'm just going to bring it up as something I remember happening, that there were people that were saying, oh, it's horrible that Seth is getting people's addresses and trying to send them stuff. And so that's where that kind of a little bit put the kibosh on things too. Look, when I did the giveaway for Jana's book about Crystal, I emailed it straight to the person, and that's why I did an ebook, because I didn't want anybody thinking I had their address, and because it's horrible. It's horrible, guys. This is not fun, right? And I don't want anybody to feel unsafe. I don't, hey, Gina H. In the very beginning, the rumor was her friend Lori and her son Ethan stayed there that week, allegedly, in my opinion. I remember that too, Gina. Yeah, I remember that as well. Dara's house. Yes, SA officer, Dara's house. Yeah, and I don't know where Dara lives. I know that Dara's husband got in trouble for some illegal actions that he was doing. Hey, Courtney Morris, just a thought. They could have pulled into the garage at someone's house, somebody get in the back of Katie's car without being seen by Sebastian. They could have. They very well could have. This opens up a little bit more of a timeline, and I'm hesitant to speculate too far into it, just knowing that we don't know what time they arrived at the bowling alley. Because that says a lot, right? Like, if they went there, and what time did they get to the Roadhouse? I believe it was sometime around 5:45, something like that. I'd have to double check right off the top of my head. But either way, if it was right before that, it only takes them 9 minutes, say 10 minutes to get there, right? They stayed 10 minutes at the bowling alley. 10 minutes later they show up at the Texas Roadhouse, then we know that they went straight from one place to another. Now, if they went there and were only there for 10 minutes and went someplace else, again, there's more of a lapse in time. I can't see law enforcement being okay with their holes in their timeline. I mean, that's like having holes in your research, and it's enough to drive you mad. I mean, you're looking then, you're saying, how do I fill this in, right? How do I figure this out? And with them not pulling Katie in for questioning, I don't know how they could gather that information, in my opinion. And then they go and look on the cameras and they realize that she was only there for 10 minutes. Diane says, as a local, I'll tell you, it can take 9 to 15 minutes to go 3 to 4 miles from Sebastian's neighborhood, county 2-lane roads. Oh, if I'm on the other side of town near shopping by Texas Roadhouse. Okay, thank you. I was wondering that too, Diane, because I always thought it was like 15 minutes, you know. When JLR did the 3 different routes, those are the routes that I checked for yard signs, because that's the only person that I knew of that had done the routes before. And Chris and Katie were telling Smiley that like all of their yard signs were put out all over the place, even down the highway, everywhere. That was not the case. We witnessed 3 yard signs the entire time. And then when the Hatfield and McCoys just went and they took the route, one of the routes, right, that I would have thought was probably the most likely, in my opinion, to the one that they took back to the from the Roadhouse to the Proudfoot residence. None of the signs were up, only the one in Chris and Katie's yard, and that one was up, you know. So, but yeah. I'll go ahead and show that, you know. Yeah, dude, IML dude wipes to Shark Tank, haha, toilet, ew. I know. None of the ladies were buying it either. They were like, I could buy baby wipes for cheaper. That's what they kept on saying. And then who was it? I think it was Barbara Corker, and she's like, men don't shop for toilet paper. It was hilarious. Guys, they're super successful. The dude wipe guys, they are super successful. Like they make, I think they were up to like 7 or 8 million in revenue for making wipes that guys wipe their patoot with. Not too shabby. You know, I don't know much about facial recognition, Cinderella, except for that, you know, if you pay enough, you could probably get some pretty decent software in order to kind of, you know, have the computer generate its opinion. In my opinion, what I look for is facial features. So if somebody was to say, give me a picture of someone that they thought was Sebastian and ask me, do I think it's Sebastian? I would look for certain things. Like I would look to see if his nose matched up. I would look to see if his ears were matching up. I would look to see, like even with the yellow jacket guy, the one guy, Richard Bishop, had an earring. So then, of course, I was going and looking to see if you could see an earring or like a hole for an earring, which is really difficult to see. Again, a lot of this is video, right? Which is pretty clear, in my opinion. I mean, I think it was pretty clear. I just did. Yeah, great catch, SI officer. That's why, yeah. Thank you, perfectly imperfect boy mom. Which one is it? Do you know the name of it? Because we looked at a couple, but then it looked like it was the same. It looked like there was 2 of the same type. And then when I tried to find the strip, I couldn't. It told me things I didn't want to know. I mean, I don't know. I thought they were for barbecue sauce, like wet wipes for barbecue sauce. No, they're actually ass wipes. The pitch was really funny on Shark Tank. The supposed government vehicle that another creator believed to be, he was under the impression it was a 28th. The vehicle was parked out front, so I researched. Oh, okay. Holder is no more. Thank you, Gina. Yeah, that okay. Holder is that. Thank you. That's the one that we said was the tornado. I couldn't think of which name it was. Hendersonville Circus World. See, that's what the Strike and Spare pulled up. Hold on. Strike and Spare. There it is. I mean, it looks so much fun. Perfectly Imperfect Boy Mom, like especially for boys and stuff, like but I mean anybody, and it's also like geared toward even adults. Let me go to their website. All right, Family Fun Center. Here's the bowling part. I don't know how I missed this part, but let me go to that. There we go. So this is the Strike and Spare, but this is Circus World, which is within the Strike and Spare. And see, it's got like, oh, laser tag, right? Soft play, because they have like the slides and stuff. Like, look at all the stuff they could have done. Roller skating. They have a roller skating rink. I didn't see that on the first take. Bungee trampoline. Maybe that's why they call it Circus World. But you have to pay like a little bit extra to do these activities. So $650, $720. That's actually not bad at all, though. I mean, I guess if you have a lot of kids, it adds up. But they have bumper cars. They have Time Freak. Oh, it's like virtual reality. Arcade tickets, Redemption Center, right? Because they got an arcade, like, and they can pick prizes. Laser Frenzy, laser tag, assuming. So yeah, that is within the Strike and Spare because it's like a whole amusement park, family fun center. But here's the bowling, guys. Oh, I haven't been cosmic bowling in forever. But yeah, they got bowling. Guys, I just want to show you this on the website. So tell me Katie didn't know that leagues were playing, because this is, look, it's giving you all the open bowling times right on the website. Okay. I mean, I'm trying to let you know. See, because, like, hold on, let me see this. I think Katie lies her pants off. There we go. That's better. Okay. No, I didn't want to do that. So, hey, Mama Bear. Sorry, I'm behind in chat, guys. Behind in chat. Very behind in chat. But, you know, just to kind of show you guys everything, you know, that we're looking. Hey, Seth. I love the merch, Seth. You did such a nice job. Really beautiful. Hey, Kiki. Jacob was, yeah, I enjoyed her show. I actually didn't get to watch the very end of it. I know, me too, Nano. Me too. I don't know seclusion whenever I went to that strip thing. It wasn't good. It wasn't good. I was like, oh, maybe not. But yeah, here we go. On this, it gives you the bowling center hours. Sorry, let me scroll here. So like, you know, 11 a.m. on Sunday to 11 p.m. is their bowling center open bowling times. So that's weird. If they had, hold on. There we go. That's probably better. I'm sorry if that makes it littler. Let me just do it to this and then there we go. But see, Sunday, 11 a.m. to 11 p.m., they could have bowled the whole whatever Sunday, right? And then on Sunday, it's 12 p.m. to 9 p.m. for the whole Circus World thing. And they weren't even going to be there that long. They were just going to, like kill some time before dinner, go do something fun after going shopping, right? So, I don't know. But it looks like the only big difference on Sunday is just, that they start at 11 a.m. for bowling. All games are per person, hourly rate, shoes, blah, blah, blah. They have VIP bowling rates, regular, cosmic, holiday. Really reasonable prices for open bowling. Here's tournaments. Yeah. 6th annual Music City takes place April through May. So that wasn't going on, right? So this is a 6th annual event, right? So that means it's been going on for 6 years and they always do it between April through May, right? So that wasn't it. Leagues. Strike and spare, we have leagues, including traditional bowling leagues, different scoring methods, 9-pin, tap, 9 or more, first ball counts. I have no idea. Cash in prizes. Okay, so Fall League, Hendersonville Fall League menu. We have, let's see. Does it tell us? All right, league exclusives. Each bowler will receive a card. Each card comes with a $10 credit on it. Our card offers membership benefits to make you eligible for valuable prizes and rewards. We send one email every month with exclusive deals such as free games, drinks, coupons for the Circus World, McCorvey's Bowling World purchase on the back. All right, so that's if you join the league, but I don't know when they typically do them. It seems like it's in the fall time, which we know that it wasn't fall on February 25th. It wasn't fall. That's all I can tell you from that. It doesn't look like it tells us when the leagues bowl. All right. Okay, Sunday meets August 24th at 5 p.m. Starts August 24th at 6 p.m. 4-person teams, all men, women, or mixed. Fun league to bring weekend to a close. So that's still August. September 8th. Let's see, August 25th, September 8th. I'm not seeing anything about February. Tuesday Night League, the Global, meets August 19th, starts September 2nd, right? Tuesdays, September 9th, August 27th. I mean, I'm no kingpin, so I don't know, but I'm pretty sure I'm not seeing any schedules that fit that time period. And then also that she was only there for 10 minutes. Oh, Katie, you are a freaking liar. You are a liar, Katie. Most people don't like liars, Katie. Some people do, I suppose. I won't speak for everyone. Yeah, I didn't see that one. Big Play Entertainment. There was another one, Perfectly Imperfect Boy Mom, but not that one. You know, that's a good question, Holly asked. I don't know why it was so sensitive for him, like to have his niece mentioned. I don't understand that either. Remember when Katie was talking to Olivia and she was like, I went to go pick up our niece, and then she looked at Chris for approval, like, and she's like, Esther, like almost like she forgot what her niece's name was too. I don't know if I read that wrong, but they'll never confess because they're liars. Oh my gosh, they're such liars. I mean, look at this. And not only that, I worry about Faith too. And not only that, like if we look at this, I mean, there's, youth programs, blah, blah, blah. Let's take a look at one more thing. Well, let's take a look at maybe this. All right, winter leagues. Still looks like it's more of like Monday for summer, Monday night league for winter league, Monday night mixed trio. Katie, it's looking really bad. Jeez. And let's look at the kiddies. Youth program. We got 5 to 18. Aw, that's cute. Little 5-year-olds. That's adorable. They just probably roll it down the lane with the bumpers. All right. Yeah. It makes me want to call them and ask them, did you guys even have league that Sunday night on the 25th? Is that a thing for you guys? I mean, I'm assuming the detectives did that. Carla says the same thing they are enjoying doing to Seth. It's called devil worship and they're evil. Yeah, Carla, good to see you. I think that they enjoy it. I think they get off on it. I think they like to watch people scramble. Instead of telling somebody the truth and being forthcoming, they like to watch people struggle to figure out what's going on. You know what I mean? They just do. They love it. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. All right, $2 a game for Tuesday and Thursday night bowling. Hey, that's a good deal. Happy hour, $3 draws. All right, all you can bowl, $6 a person. Sunday, all you can bowl from 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. Right? All you can bowl VIP. Where were you at, Katie? And what did you do? Open 4 p.m. Pizza, pins, pop, 1 hour bowling, 4 pairs of shoes, 1 large, 1 topping pizza with a picture of pop, right? Good deal. $55. And if you want a second hour, it's just $17. Like if you're a part of that VIP club that they have, then you get to do that for $5 more, right? See how that works? They have like all kinds of little specials and things like that. There was a place in Springfield, Missouri also that was geared kind of like this, like towards, younger kids too, not like Dave & Buster's is for adults. And it was called Incredible Pizza. And this reminds me of Incredible Pizza. So yeah, I mean, look, they could have ate and had a good old time for $55, right? Open from, here we go. These are the open times, 5 p.m. on Sunday to 10 p.m., right? Open to 4, you can do this matinee special, right? Where you could get the pizza and everything. So even so, and it's a school night. That would have been perfect for a school night, in my opinion. So, and I don't care about the other nights. I really don't. What I care about is a Sunday. This is what they're advertising for a Sunday. You know? And then they have a grill. Let's look at the menu. Wow, they got like they don't just have bowling alley food here, guys. They have like a whole ass bar and grill with burgers, ices, French fries. Oh my gosh, you could get curly fries, tater tots, or cheese fries. Holy hell, in a handbasket. Look at this. You could get a BLT, you could get a grilled cheese, you could get a hot dog, a chili dog, a mushroom Swiss burger, a cowboy burger, what? Chicken tenders, hello. Salads, look at all the different salads. You can get chef salad, you can get garden, you can get grilled chicken salad, fried chicken salad, a side salad. They got all kinds of different dressings, even Thousand Island. What is going on? Look at all these starters. They got a jumbo pretzel, mini corn dog, popcorn. They got veggie quesadilla, steak quesadilla, chicken quesadilla, cheese quesadilla, nachos, ballpark nachos, chicken nachos. Okay. Anybody hungry? So why the fuck did they go to the Texas Roadhouse again? Please. And then they have a whole ass kids menu right here. Little Leaguers. Look at that. Look at that. And what did Seth say? He loves cheese pizza. Sebastian loves cheese pizza. They have mini donuts, funnel cake, fries, chocolate chip cookie, Klondike bars, brownie bites, and about anything you'd like to drink. That sounds way more kid-friendly and fun than Texas Roadhouse, in my opinion. Like, even this bar and grill looks more fun. I don't know. This is really messed up. Huge ass lies. Holly S. I mean, come on. Like, this is what they want us to believe here. And how dare you if you don't believe it? I mean, any mom sees this and is like, this is a kid, a kid's dream with one-stop shop. Why would they go to the Texas Roadhouse? I'm curious that if the FBI has ruled out the lights video, then that means they would have been able to see Sebastian walk out that door. But they didn't, did they? Tech is two-way street. Well, and that's the thing. They haven't shown us. And as far as I can tell from the wording, just the way it was said, KJ Mac, I'm going with that Brandon Carter and possibly the Sumner County Sheriff's Office said that they are the ones that performed some sort of overlay, and that's coming from them, not the FBI. The FBI said we have questions, which it doesn't make me feel warm and fuzzy on that either. It came out really easy that they said they had league games that night. It's a script, in my opinion. I mean, unless they've completely changed everything. But, I mean, it's on their website now that's what they have, Hey, Niecy Marie, Katie's lying ass, hashtag. Oh. I don't know Melissa's daughter's name, Town Chat. I really don't. They said Esther is who they went to go pick up, which I would assume is her daughter, because she said we met her mama there, and that's who they met was Melissa. That's the only way I really have, knowledge of that. Do you have one there too, Holly S? Yeah. I mean, they're fun. Those are just fun places. And like, it is a time warp. Like, you step into there and the next thing you know, I mean, well, and I used to get coupons from Chuck E. Cheese all the time that did the pizzas like that. like you'd get pizza tokens, and like I was signed up for an email letter. So like anytime we decided to go, Bliss, anytime we decided to go, like I would just go in my email and see what kind of coupons I had, right? And then I had a whole birthday party for her there too, and they let me do like a double coupon thing. So I was just giving all the kids as many tokens as they wanted. It was fun. It was, it was a good time. But yeah, I don't know why they wouldn't stay here. It makes no sense. KP is an epic fail. It doesn't take a rocket. It doesn't take a rocket scientist. Barney 5 sheriff, TBI, or YouTubers. YouTubers to see that. Oh, hell. I know. I mean, exactly. Oh boy, that helped me. Texas Roadhouse does not have tofu, which he enjoys, right, KJ Mac? And also, they've said in several interviews that he doesn't eat red meat. Sebastian, that is, that he doesn't care for it as much as like fish and tofu and things like cheese pizza, right? He loves cheese pizza from what I hear. And so there you go. Bob's your uncle. They got cheese pizza there. Now, was that a place that he enjoyed the pizza from? He could be particular. Like me, I'm like that. It's like, oh, okay, well, what pizza place are we getting? You know what I mean? So I don't know. Well, that's very possible. Gina says maybe she changed her mind, and he got upset. Very possible, right? There was a lot of antagonistic behavior that we've witnessed with, these folks in Sebastian, in my opinion. Cinderella, thank you, Cinderella, for looking into that. I know. Well, that was me. I was researching the menus, the different bowls they use at Texas Roadhouse, and by God, before the end of it, I knew everything. That, I could probably go work there tomorrow and start waiting tables for them. You do that when you're a server. You get to know the menu really, really quickly, unless you want to get your ass handed to you when dinner service comes, or lunch rush, or if you're serving breakfast, that too. But yeah, this is Conway's Grill. I wonder if there's a date on here. Sometimes there's a date. It'll say when it was put out. Because I'm assuming they've been around for a bit. Copyright marketing, wow marketing 2025. Hold on. Let me take this down. All right, here we go. You can see it right there, hon. Hold on, maybe not because it's super tiny. Okay, there you go. Bottom of the screen, left-hand side. Copyright marketing 2025. So this is a new one. This is a new menu from their marketing materials from 2025, wow marketing. Aw, thank you. Oh, IML, thanks so much for hyping my video. You guys are awesome. Aw. Thank you guys. That's amazing. Aw. I don't know what it actually does, but it's cool. I really appreciate you guys doing that. Aw, I hope you feel better. Lori, she says it's kicking my ass. Oh, I hope you feel better, Miss Lori. I'll see you later. I'm going to be on tonight again too. Of course, I was just trying to do the day show. But I didn't want to go on last night after Crime Time Buzz was over. I still wanted to do a few more bits of research with everything. My brain was still spinning last night. Thank you. Thanks, Blessed. Aw. I love it. You guys make me laugh. It's just the best. Diane's comment. Oh man, I'll be laughing about that one later. Diane says if they're smart, CP and KP doubtful get rid of any potential teeth marks to check since they probably weren't checked before. Well, I mean, he was pretty ballsy wearing that short sleeve shirt, in my opinion. They got rid of Sebastian so they don't need puppies or kittens or snakes, just anything Sebastian loves. Yeah, I understand where you're coming from, Carla. It's so sad. I can't believe they took his animals like that in the first place. Ooh, thank you, Perfectly Imperfect Boy Mom. Google reviews. Good idea. Yeah, because I'm saying I do think this one is from, marketing materials. It says right here, 2025. Now, let me see if their bowling deal has anything at the bottom. Let me just check it really quick. All right, so they do have this updated too. Well, now I'm going to have to call them. No, I'll be nice too. I'm not going to, I'm very pleasant when I'm on the phone. We are on a high nuclear alert. Thank you for the update, Denise. No tofu on that menu. No, Gina. And I'm not a fan of tofu as it is. Hey, Butter Biscuit. I like it in some sushis, I know, and I don't think they were even checked. Puppy teeth marks, claws, or Sebastian's fingernails or teeth in CP's arms. Were they even checked? I don't think they were. I don't think they were photographed, Chris or Katie, in my opinion. I'd like to know what kind of investigation they were involved in. Hey, Trent. Trent says it could be the same menu. Sometimes websites use a date tag to update the copyright to the current year. Thank you, Trent. That is very true. Yeah, it could be that just the same menu, but they updated like the look of it or something. Yeah, that is so true. Thank you. Hey, Narita. Let me go ahead and see. Let's check the Google reviews on this. I'm imagining they're pretty good. News. No, I don't want to do that. Oh, that's the website. I don't want that either. See, and I'm trying to see if... Oh, here's Yelp reviews. I mean, this is just geared toward like a whole day out, Like, because there's so much stuff that you can do. And it's a little limited on a Sunday, but they have a roller skating rink, laser tag, movie room, and a huge jungle gym to crawl through. And 5 reviews. $10 per person, a wristband right now, unlimited trampoline jumps, bumper cars. Wow. Laser tag, skating, and game bowling. I don't know if Sebastian liked to go roller skating. I do. That sounds like fun. Much cheaper than Dave & Buster's, yet so much more to do for the whole family. I agree. It's way cheaper than Dave & Buster's, guys. I don't know if anybody's been to Dave & Buster's. It's a money pit. Plan on spending some money if you go to Dave & Buster's. I mean, they have good food and stuff, and it's fun. It's an adult arcade, though. All right. Yelp just kind of said, we went there with 3 and 15-year-old while we were in town for a week. The kids had a blast. Oh, from Texas. So, overall, they pretty much get decent reviews. It looks like, but this one was very affordable. The staff were friendly and helpful too. We didn't eat any food, but we did get drinks, which was also reasonably priced. The only reason I'm deducting a star is that the place was a little run down. Could have used cleanings for sure. Well, it's a lot of little kids. This place is a must if you have kids. Grandpa and Grandma wanted to have a fun day with the kids, and we brought them here. See, fun day with the kids. They just brought them there, right? Because there's so much to do. And they had a blast. There's so much to do here. There's a roller rink, laser tag, arcade games, bumper cars, and bungee jumping thingy. That's what I call it, Grandpa. A bowling alley and bar area and pool tables for the grown-ups. My mother-in-law brought the kids the unlimited wristbands, including the arcade games and bowling. Oh, excuse me, excluding arcade games and bowling. So unlimited wristbands are basically for like the jumpy thing and that sort of thing, right? They spent the majority of the time between the bungee jump and bumper cars. The arcade was pretty typical. Spend $40 on games to win $3 worth of prizes, but hey, it's all in good fun. That's how we all feel when we go there, in my opinion. The place is pretty well maintained and clean. See, here's an opposite review. The employees were friendly, and hubby and father-in-law enjoyed a game of pool while they waited for the kids, right? And then there's a couple of pictures of it being a little bit run down. This guy, Victor, says don't go on a Saturday. It's crazy crowded, and the worst part is the wristbands are almost double the price. Normally $15 a piece. We paid $56 for 2. Whoa, did you get scalped in the parking lot there, Victor? Victor was not pleased with his experience. Not pleased with his experience. Let me go ahead and share these. Let's see, where was I at? Yeah, there we go. Strike and spare. Share. All right, there we go. There's Victor, guys, just in case you was wondering what Victor looked like. He does not like it. He was scalped in the parking lot for his tickets in. I'm just kidding. That's not what happened. Miriam says, went there with my 2 grandkids, purchased the wristbands, best value. We stayed for 3.5 hours, could have stayed longer. We will go back, and I highly recommend for anyone who wants to have fun indoors. All right, clean and fun. Had a great time in the VIP lanes. Well worth the money. Would highly recommend it. A great place for the whole family to have fun. Great food, and there's a bar for adults. I just wouldn't recommend like going to the bar if you were bringing the kids. I mean, you know, just a disclaimer, just a Lady Freedom disclaimer. Do not sit at the bar for long when you get those kids. Butter Biscuit, thank you so much for sending the $4.99 super sticker. Thank you. Aw. I know, Vic, right? I don't know. I'm just thinking. I know I love Butter Biscuit. Holly S says, I have a feeling that Katie's lies are going to get harder and harder to ignore. I would think so. I would think so too, you know? It's just strange. It's just really, really strange, you know? All of this stuff. And like I said, I'm really interested now to know more of the context behind the 10 minutes. You know, this person saying it's all right, it needs some improvement. So, you know. But yeah, overall, pretty decent reviews. Pretty decent. Courtney S. from Nashville. We had a ball. Well, see, and you know, a lot of times, guys, fun is what you make of it. Sometimes people can be really, really critical. You know. They have parties there and stuff, it looks like. I'm still looking for stuff for bowling. Not a lot of bowling reviews. Oh, here's one. We took my son there for his birthday. None of us really know how to bowl, but thought it would be fun. We purchased an hour to play plus shoes. That was well over $40. We also mentioned that this was our first time there and none of us knew how to bowl, but we were excited. Well, I mean, you throw the ball down the lane, bud. We were assigned a lane and were told we could activate the gutter guards when they got to the lane. So after we paid, we had to change our shoes. We had to switch out 2 of them for new sizes. That meant getting back in line. Well, maybe you guys don't want to hear my opinion here. I'm like, it sounds like your first day on planet Earth there, pal. Use the keypad to assign each player. Try and activate the gutters. I mean, that sounds like a normal experience at the bowling alley. I went to the stand in line for the 2 drinks and popcorn. We also had to walk around a bit to try and find a lightweight ball. That's typical. Okay, now after that, all of that, we could actually start bowling. My husband set a timer on his phone to keep up with the time. To our surprise, we ran out of time even before we could finish our only game. We went to ask what happened, and they told us that our time started when we paid for the game at the desk. What? That's crazy. It should start with the first bowl. I agree there. So beware, you don't really get to play for the full hour since you have to do everything else. I see. So maybe they put it like you only get an hour to bowl each game. That's kind of strange. I've never encountered that, or I don't recall encountering that. We used to go Cosmic Bowl, and I mean, it was like unlimited time, like whatever, like as long as it took you to bowl. Interesting. I know. I can't wait for it either. Bliss blessings. I know. You got to keep digging. That's the only thing we can do, really, because they're not telling us the truth. They're not being honest. Deborah says prosecutors build a case against the perpetrator relying on their inconsistencies and lies. I agree with that. I agree. Absolutely, Deborah. And that's what kind of makes us like pause, right? Holly S says, I think she just wanted to be seen on camera. I think it's looking like that as well. Without really seeing it, I don't know. Because I want to know what time. I want to see the timestamp and, but yeah, that is not good enough. So, yeah, like salmon is a good one, Vic. Salmon is a really good one. Butter Biscuit, I wasn't going to tell anybody how. Just Butter is my dog and Biscuit is my cat. Butter Biscuit. They're so cute too. Oh goodness. But yeah, I mean, that's, kind of what I have for you guys today, just as a day show. I wanted to just kind of share that out and, the billboards that will be displayed in Chris's honor, in honor of his shenanigans. Tonight on the Late Show, I'm going to show you guys some of the owners from the Dude Wipes, right? And kind of get to know the Dude Wipe guys a little bit better tonight. And because I have their pitch from Shark Tank. But, they might be a good bunch. Oh, have fun at the soccer game, Linda. But they may have some things. Oh, Vic, thank you so much. Oh, hold on, let me see. Aw, thank you, Vic. Thanks for what you do for Sebastian. Thank you, Vic, for being here. I appreciate you guys. You guys are amazing. I couldn't do it without you guys. Yeah, the Dude Wipes, right? Because I've been that's a little bit more of a fun research project than some of this stuff, and at least that part of everything makes sense, but it is going to be a little bit something fun, humorous out of all of this. I'm hoping that At Night has the redactions or however they're doing with the videos. I do want to bring in a couple pieces of correspondence that we went over on Jay's channel last night, just to kind of go over. They posted more documents. Bliss, thank you. I need to get on the media list, mailers. That is what I need to do, because I don't check X as much, and then I need to go over there and check it. But we'll have a great show plan for later on today and any other updates. I'm trying to think if I'm forgetting something. I feel like I am for some reason. But yeah, we'll definitely get together, reconvene tonight. Sometime it'll probably be either around 11 or 11:30 Eastern. So I will get that out as soon as I can. But I'm going to start working on that too. And happy birthday to all the September babies. I made you guys a video, so go check it out if it's your birthday. That one's for you. No, Dude Wipes is a sponsor of Pigfest. Butter Biscuit. It's hilarious. Kind of. They're actually like wipes for man butts. Like how we have, like, you know, how some of us women will use like the baby wipes or whatever. Well, like they use man wipes. So I have never tried fried alligator, but I want to, Carla, because I saw it on the Food Network one time, and I was like, oh, I'd try that. I missed the 10 minutes thing. What's going on with that? So, Perfectly Imperfect Boy Mom, it's being alleged by At Night that when Katie went to Strike and Spare, they only stayed for 10 minutes. So they only stopped there for 10 minutes, but we don't know if it was, you know, like what time they stopped there. Because I was saying, you know, it's 10 minutes from Strike and Spare to Texas Roadhouse. So, I mean, if they were there for 10 minutes and then 10 minutes later they're at the Roadhouse, it seems to me that maybe Katie was just trying to be on camera, you know, make sure she was caught on camera. Hey, couponing and Cal Gal, thank you. So I'm wondering, you know, about the whole context of it. But yeah, they said they only stopped at the Strike and Spare for 10 minutes. And then if they decided to leave and then they show up at the Texas Roadhouse, like say an hour or two later, what happened during that 2-hour time frame or whatever it was. Thank you, Cinderella, so much. Thank you guys. And I'm going to check my emails too when I'm off. Men need special butt wipes. There's a huge market for it. I had no idea. KJ Mack, that's hilarious. Yeah, they one of the ones that I took a picture of Walmart, it said that it was like fresh mint. I'm not even kidding. And then I saw like the special holiday ones they had out. Yeah, you guys, there's all kinds. We're gonna dive in to butt wipes. Who would have thunk it? What is going on with the nuclear alert? What country is this woman? I don't know. I know. I was asking about that too. Yes, they are all butt. Oh, really? It's chewy, Trent? Trent says fried alligator is chewy and slightly fishy. Oh, I don't know that I would like that then. I'm more of like the not fishy one, you know? I buy at the store, no fishing for me, scared of alligators. I know, me too. Me too, Vic. Oh boy, you won't see me trying to catch an alligator. I was only joking about that earlier and got seated immediately. Right, Gina. And I think they did use that app. Thank you for bringing that up, because we were talking about that too last night, because Kiki did a live about, you know, kind of the Texas Roadhouse, how it works. And I'm like, some places do have like a reservation system where, you know, you still call in, but they have a different one that they use it through the app. Because I was wondering why they didn't have any buzzers or pagers. You know how sometimes they'll give you that and they'll say, you know, when your table's ready, it'll start blinking or whatever. And some of them vibrate. They didn't have those. And people said, oh, she got a notification on her cell phone. And I was like, oh, but now that I know that there's an app, that makes a lot more sense, you know? Blessing says, in my opinion, I can't wait for the day Craddock has to say, sorry, I can't cover for y'all anymore, and the FBI is coming in. I can't wait for that. That is something that I pray for too, Bliss, because I mean, it's got to come sooner or later. All the heat can't just be on him. If he didn't have anything to do with it, why would he want all that heat on him? You know, I wouldn't do that for nobody. Yes, perfectly perfect boy mom. That's why we were trying to figure out like what's going on with the bowling alley, right? You know, dude wipes suck. I mean, I was wondering if they could do some promotions for Sebastian and, you know, spread his flyer out there. I actually used to go alligator hunting with the boys when I was younger. Wildlife and Fisheries gives tag in a lottery here. Oh my gosh, hence why I quit eating chicken and do not eat alligator either. Oh my goodness, show poodles. I guess that would be interesting. I did like to watch the Gator guys. I forget what it's called, but they catch them. And I did like to watch that show because it was interesting. Okay, I'm all for personal hygiene, but I'm guessing grown men don't want to be using baby wipes because of the name. So someone invented dude wipes that smell more manly. Pretty much, TC, pretty much. They were like, it's a finisher. One person, I can't remember where I was watching it, but it made a lot of sense. They're like, would you, if you had like, it's graphic, but they were like, if you had like poo on your arm, would you just take like a toilet paper and wipe it off? And they're like, why would you do that to your undercarriage? And, you know, yeah, that's how they were marketing and selling the dude wipes. Because I'm like, well, that makes sense. Because, yeah, I mean, you feel cleaner. I would just think, I mean, and they have the ones to go. Like, they have all kinds of dude wipes, guys, dude wipe products. It's interesting. Yeah, the bidet, exactly. KJ says, I have a bidet, and it's the best thing ever. Useful for filling. Yeah, use your mop, even clean your feet. That's great. Exactly. Bidets are where it's at. And they even have the ones that you can attach to like any toilet. I've seen that too. Medwood Pine Trees beer. Fish bait scents, butter biscuit. Yeah, they always have like smells of grass or cedar. Ew, cedar is the worst. Like any guy that wears cedar, I'm like, you smell like a hamster cage. Stop with that, please. Please. Oh, goodness. All right, you guys. You guys are awesome. You guys are awesome. I will see you all later. Please say prayers for Sebastian and Seth, and hopefully we get some more answers. Maybe this was just kind of to throw the public off to get us, you know, thinking about something, and they're doing something different behind the scenes. I'm hoping so. Anyways, you guys all take care. I will see you later on tonight.